built on the chassis of the T-34-85 with a big gun. Hello guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. As you can see, today we'll be driving the SU-100, and driving the SU-100 is DairuSThEViruS. So, first of all, I want to apologize for not putting up a video on Friday. You all know that the World of Tanks had a patch 9.14 coming out on Thursday, I believe. And the problem is, when the new version of the World of Tanks comes out, you cannot play all the replays of the 9.13 version or below. So I had to first download the 9.13, find it on the internet somewhere, download it, and then record the footage. And that made me be late with the taping of this, and after that I didn't have enough time to finish the video. But nevertheless, here we are, and we are seeing a really nice double tap here on the chrome walls. Now, this tank is a tier 6 Russian tank destroyer, and what you need to know about this tank is that it has a really big gun in tier 6. So it's the 122mm, 175mm of penetration, 390 damage, and basically in this tank destroyer you can one-shot tanks tier 4 and some tier 5s as well if you roll high, and that allows you to finish them off quickly with 1 or 2 shots. Now, he is in a tier 7 matchup here. That's not that bad for this tank destroyer because you have the penetration to go through tier 7s, but as you can see, it struggles a bit with the view range, and you have to be careful. So he is carrying binoculars here. That's a good move for him, but he is not allowed by the enemies to stand still and shoot at the tanks. He has to move and relocate, and he has to basically avoid enemy fire and try to get away, because there are no spotters for him and he cannot stay one place. Now we see a really nice gameplay here by the platoon. They are covering each other with the shots while Darius was retreating, the other SU-100 was shooting, and now they are both in position to shoot at the incoming tanks. Another double tap there, and you can see that this gun in this matchup is really overpowered. You can two-shot any tank, and sometimes you can one-shot tanks, like this T-34 that was one-shot for 450 damage. It's a high roll, but it doesn't matter because this is what you get when you're driving this tank. So really nice tank. You have an excellent choice of guns up to the tier 7 gun that is on this tank destroyer here, and with every one of those guns you will have great games. Now they're on 3 kills both of them, but they are not going to push up, not just yet, because they don't know what's on the other side. So Darius is using the bush mechanics here really nicely. He is waiting for the T-29 to climb up so he can have the shot on his side or on the side of his cupola. But this T-29 is playing really carefully, which is good for him. But also it's bad for him because he is getting pounded by the artillery constantly. There is 3 artillery in the friendly team, and they are putting great shots in the T-29. So they are now rushing the T-29 and the Tiger 1, and the platoon of the SU-100s does a great amount of damage to the Tiger 1. Now they shot him twice, it's around 750 damage, and that Tiger 1 is left on half of its HP. So this is what you get. You are very competitive in tier 7 games. The gun does a great amount of damage if you are able to fire at the enemies and you have the shots. Enough penetration to go through the tier 7 heavy tanks and do a lot of damage with each shot. Now the reload is not that great, you only have maybe about 2-5 rounds per minute, but if the enemies are not overwhelming you, you will have the shot every 12 seconds, and that's enough to do a huge amount of damage. Now Darius is on 5 kills, his platoon mate has 3, so between the two of them they have 8 kills, which is really nice, and they basically brought this game to a close on this side. They did almost all the damage and kills of on the enemies that were attacking this side. Now one bad thing about this tank destroyer is it doesn't have really any armor. You are going to get penetrated. That's the 6th kill for the Darius. As I was saying, you are going to get penetrated by most of the tanks that you are going to encounter, and you have to be really sneaky because you don't have enough health to fight with the tanks that you can meet, because you are going to meet tier 8 tanks as well, and 2 shots from tier 8 tanks like the IS-3 can kill you. So that's the last kill, that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. So we saw a really nice gameplay here with the platoon of the SU-100s. Darius had a really nice game. He got a couple of medals like Duelist, Fire for Effect, Brothers in Arms, High Caliber, Top Gun, and of course the Master Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet we can see that he did over 2300 damage, 6 kills and 1135 experience. His platoon mate finished second with 3 kills and 1000 experience. On detailed report we can see that he fired only 11 shots, of which 9 hit the target and 9 penetrated. Now the penetration that I was talking about is enough. He penetrated every shot that he hit, and that allowed him to do 2300 damage. But one thing that you have to keep in mind when firing is that every shell costs around 1000 credits, so you have to be really careful not to spam your shells. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay and got a glimpse at the SU-100 and what it can do. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And then also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.